You gotta stop saying this. Saying this one thing is going to stop you from being able to really grow your ministry and really even see the success that you need in your life in general. Just one thing. And I see a lot of churches say it, a lot of pastors say it, and just a lot of people in general say it. But typically the people that say it are the people that stay stuck. They keep saying it and they keep staying stuck. And that one saying is, I didn't grow up with that, right? Oh, I'm not good at social media because I didn't grow up with it. I'm not good at, digital online or social media or anything like that, or marketing, advertising. I didn't grow up with it. Man, it drives me nuts when people say that with anything. And I get what you're saying, but what you're really saying is that you didn't adapt to the times. You didn't adapt to the changes. You didn't take it serious enough to learn. It's not that you didn't grow up with it, it's that you didn't take the time. You need to take ownership and responsibility of your decisions in your life, and not just, oh, I didn't grow up with it, because you didn't grow up driving a car, right? And you learned how to do it, right? We don't grow up, we're not born having sex, but we learn how to have children, right? We're not born married, but we learn how to be husbands, wives. We weren't born a pastor, but you learned it. We weren't born reading, but we figured it out. And so not being born or that stuff wasn't around or whatever, like, it's around now and you're still alive, so it counts. Doesn't matter if it wasn't around when you were 10 or 15 or 20, it's around now. And the reason why you don't know it is because you haven't put in the effort, the time, or the energy to learn it. So I understand what you're saying, and I understand that it might not be easy. I'm not saying that it should be easy. I understand it might be hard, it might be difficult, but the reason why you don't know it is because you didn't take the time to learn it. And that's with anything, myself included. I can't go around saying the reason why I don't know things is because I didn't grow up with them, because there's a whole lot of things now that I didn't grow up with, but I got to learn them. I got to learn taxes. I got to learn like how to finances. There's a lot of stuff that I got to learn that I didn't grow up with, right? And so you got to change that mindset to, I didn't grow up with it, but what can I do? What can I do? Take ownership for your actions. And you got to start having other people in your church take ownership for their actions as well. I see a lot of pastors and a lot of churches say, well, we have a church, they're older, they don't really want to be online, they don't want to get on Facebook, they don't want to do these things. Well, guess what? That's their problem. And yes, we want them to reach the word, and we're not going to just push them off intentionally, but like, they got to get online, they got to do these things. You can't let people that have a bad mindset, that don't want to adapt to the changes, stop you from reaching the people that are willing. And so if you're trying to grow a team, you got to get people that are willing to help you out and willing to put in that work. I mean, just imagine any other job. You can't just go to a job and they tell you how to do your job and you go, oh, I'm not willing to do it that way, I'm old school. They're gonna be like, what? Like, oh, I don't want to use the cash register, I'm old school, I'm gonna write it down. They're not gonna allow that. That's not something that they're gonna do. They're gonna fire you and they're gonna find somebody else. And so it's time as churches that we do the same thing, right? You got to get team members that are on board. If they're giving pushback and they keep saying, I'm old school, I don't want to do that. All right, well, good. We're going to replace you with somebody that gets it. Because for all the times that somebody says that they're old school or I didn't grow up with this, there's people around the world that aren't able to be reached, that are dying, committing suicide, turning to drugs, turning to, alcohol, all of these suicide, all these things, because we're not reaching them. So doing this video to challenge you to change your mindset. Stop thinking of it as hey, I'm old school, I didn't grow up with it like this, and start taking responsibility for your actions. You have control over what you learn and what you put time into. And so it's up to you to put time into those. We have people in my coaching program that are 60 years old, 70 years old, but they realize that this is something that they need to do. And so they're doing it. And so either you got to take the time to learn it and to put the time and the energy into it, or you need to get somebody's help that is. But you can't just stay stuck because you don't know things. That's a terrible mindset, especially when we're talking about growing God's kingdom. It's a terrible mindset to have, and we all got to do better than that. And so if you are somebody that says, hey, I'm trying to learn this, but it's hard, it's difficult, I'm willing to learn, but I just wish I had someone to show me, I would love to be that person. And what I did is I put a link below this video. Click that link, fill out a short application, let me know a little bit more about your church. That's going to take you to a calendar where you can book a call with me and my team. And we will help you with this. We will put you on the right track and give you all the tools that you need to grow your ministry online. So please don't stay stuck just because I didn't grow up with this or I'm old school. That is not going to get us where we need to go. And that is not the mindset Jesus and God is calling us to have. We got to do better than that. And we got to really, really, really have a sense of urgency to spread the gospel in today's day and age instead of being stuck in the Stone Age. Churches should be ahead, not behind the curve, because we have the most important message. So shift that mindset. And again, if you need help, if you need somebody to show you what to do, if you're willing, or you just need help, click that link below, schedule a call with us, and I'd love to help you. So hope this message reaches you guys with love. You know, I love you guys. Sometimes a little hard love, but hey, you need that. Change that mindset. Keep pushing. Love you guys. Talk to you on the next one.